scratch one wall.
Such a waste.
Who's an idiot?
Hey, Blackie, what's going on?
Not too much. We had a little minor casualty here. Nothing much, though. Oh, man. Oh, man. What?
Ooh, I wonder what's bothering him.
Beats me. I don't know.
I mean, it wasn't that bad of a fire. Someone could have been hurt. The damages weren't that bad.
Well, you know, Jimmy Lee, he helped build this place. I mean, he feels like it's his own property, I guess. He's got a lot of pride in his work, you know. He's a good man.
Yeah, that must have been it.
Yeah. Look at that. It burned a hole.
Can't believe it.
Blackie, we got to get down to the dean's office. All right, I'll report. Fine.
Want me to tag along?
No, I think we can handle it.
Well, I thought maybe we could do something afterwards.
Maybe later, Lou, okay? I'll see you.
Bye.
Where's Alan Jr.?
He's in the kitchen having a glass of milk.
What a good idea. I think I'll join him. I could use some milk after all this arguing. My stomach is turning cartwheels.
You ain't heard nothing yet.
And I don't intend to.
Alan, we have to talk.
Monica, I'm not up to it.
You don't have to. You can just listen. I'll talk.
Do I have to listen?
I think you would rather hear it from me.
Hear what?
Look, I want you to know that after I calmed down, I realized I had made a big mistake.
What are you talking about?
I blew up at Jimmy Lee.
So why should he be different than any of the rest of us?
Because he has the papers, that's why. And I told him I didn't care what he did with the papers. He could go ahead and make them public.
You what?
Alan, I threw him out of the gatehouse right after that, and I didn't care. All I wanted it was to get out.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. I was mad. I also told him that our family wasn't going to finance any more perks for his mother either.
Why did you blow up the mansion while you were at it?
Alan, I lost my temper. I lost control. I'm sorry.
What did Jimmy Lee do?
But he left.
What, to get the papers?
Well, I guess so. I don't know.
Can I ask you something? How can you be so relaxed, Monica? You have just thrown away the entire family fortune.
Don't remind me, please.
Well, we just can't let him go through with it, that's all.
But I don't think we have much choice.
You're serious, what you just said to me? I can't believe you. Do you realize that we could lose everything?
Well, what are we going to do about it?
You're going to go find Jimmy Lee and tell him that he can move back into the gatehouse by himself.
What happens to Alan Jr. and me?
You're going to move back up here, and you're going to tell him that's what you're doing.
Oh, just that simple?
Yes, it is that simple. No, it's not that simple. You got to do it. You don't have any choice anymore. Besides which, I want you and my son back up here in the house.
Which son?
Both of them. You're my family, Monica. I can't live without you. I can't live without any of you.
And I can't live with Jason.
I understand that. I really do understand how you feel, but you gotta try, Monica. Monica, I am begging you, please, just this once, you gotta try. This is an enormous house. The child's never gonna be underfoot. What do you say?
If he stays in the North Wing and has a nurse.
Agreed.
Because I'm not going to have him interfering in my life, Alan. I mean this.
It's not going to happen, I promise you. Thank you.
Thank you for what? For painting me, myself, into the corner?
For understanding.
Yeah, I understand all right. I understand that I'm in a lot of trouble.
That's exactly right. Now, what you've got to do is find Jimmy Lee. Do you know where he is?
No. Remember, he left. I don't know where he's going, but... Well, he's got to come back and pick up his things. So, I'll be there when he returns.
Excellency, I can assure you that nothing of that sort will take place.
Not if you and your cohorts leave immediately.
Well, I'm afraid we can't do that.
And why not?
It's an extremely complicated matter.
Apparently so, if it involves murder.
No. That's highly unlikely. We're working on an amicable solution to our problem, even as you and I speak.
And if you cannot?
Then I assure you there'll be no violence on your premises.
I hope not. In fact, I insist upon it.
You have my word. And in the meantime, I'll try to get my entourage out of here as quickly as I possibly can.
Now, that would be well appreciated.
But, Your Excellency, if I might suggest, should you wish to keep the friendship of Lord Rama, you might wish to reconsider?
Well, not until you can arrange the departure of your group.
Of course.
And soon. 啊，盛開門，你要睇住呢啲人啊，得㗎。
That is a very unfortunate break. This was such a perfect hideout.
I think we're going to have to try to accelerate the negotiating process. I'm going to tighten the screws.
Look, don't start. I just came to get my stuff. I'm out of here.
Forget it.
Wait a second. You can't keep my clothes.
I don't have any desire to keep your clothes.
Fine. I'm just going to get my stuff and get out of here.
No.
What?
You don't have to leave.
Wait a second. What you said before, was this a joke?
No, it wasn't. It was a misunderstanding is what it was.
Look, Monica, you're very clear.
Yes, I was also very upset, and I lost my temper, Jimmy Lee. I took it out on you, and I really shouldn't have.
Is this an apology?
Call it what you like.
What it is confusing. Are you telling me you've changed your mind?
Well, I thought about it, and I realized you have every right to live here in the gatehouse.
With you as my roommate?
No, alone.
And where are you going to go?
I'm going to go to the main house.
What brought that on?
Well, I think you should know.
Oh, my powers of persuasion.
You could say that.
Oh. I guess you still want to make me happy. Good. That means that our little secret is still going to stay that way. Secret.
Fine. Huh?
Wait a second, one second.
What?
What about Jason?
Well, he's going to be living in the main house.
With you and Ellen?
In the north wing.
Well, that's good. At least he'll be a wing away from his old man. And you can help out sometimes, right?
Are you satisfied, Jimmy Lee?
Just one more thing. What about the tickets for Beatrice?
Wait a minute. Now,
Okay. Fine. We'll talk about it some other time. Right now, I like to get cleaned up. It's been quite a day.
Telling me.
Pacing is not going to make the phone ring any faster.
Helps me from shedding my skin.
Look, why don't you sit down and drink some coffee?
It's just what I don't need.
You could be sitting here waiting for hours.
Not me.
Really, what do you intend on doing?
Self-destructing. Hello.
Good evening, Commissioner. I see you were expecting me.
What's going on?
I might ask you the same thing. I assume you have a very good reason for all this delay. A reason good enough to justify the death of your wife, perhaps?
Listen to me.
No, you listen to me. You're running out of time, Commissioner. What do I have to do? Send you a corpse to prove that I mean business?
No. Now, look, I told your emissary that I couldn't deliver the microfilm, at least not yet, anyway.
And I don't believe you.
Don't you understand? It's not just up to me.
Well, that's too bad, isn't it?
I'm doing all I can.
It's not enough.
You killed the hostages.
Well, let's just say if you wish to see any of them alive again, you'd better get that microfilm to me.
I'd like nothing better.
Fine, you know my terms.
We have to discuss them.
No, You have to meet them. I want that small strip of microfilm. In return, I'm willing to give you the lives of 3 people. Now, that sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
Look, I want to talk to you, but not over the phone.
What do you suggest? Lunch, perhaps?
I want a meeting. Face to face. That or nothing.
That or nothing? Well, as you wish. After all, it is your wife.
We need to talk this over.
No, I need that microfilm. You need to get it to me. Unless you want to be responsible for the deaths of 3 innocent people.
You can have your microfilm, but you'll have to meet with me first.
You don't seem to understand. I set the conditions, and you comply with them, or suffer the consequences.
Meet with me. That's all I'm asking.
Out of the question. This has gone far enough. You get the microfilm, and I'll be in touch with you.
When?
Oh, not long. I'm a very impatient man, and I won't wait much longer.
So what else did he say?
Nothing. He's stalling. You can ask for a face-to-face meeting. Not likely.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Oh, don't be silly, Grant. What have we to gain from a face-to-face meeting with Scorpio?
What have we got to lose?
Time. Very precious time.
No, not necessarily. Now think about it, Gregory. If you were to meet Scorpio in person, you could use it as an opportunity to convince him that we mean business.
The sending him a dead hostage will have the same effect, don't you?
Perhaps. But you'd also risk...
Well, have you made the necessary arrangements to vacate the premises?
We're in the process of that right now, Your Excellency.
And how long does that process take?
Unfortunately, sir, I can't say for sure.
You know, my hospitality's wearing thin. Lord Rama is a valued associate. But even his favor is not worth an international incident. Do you understand?
I understand.
I'm anything.
Looks like we're almost out of time.
Oh, not us. Scorpio.
Oh, we can't afford to have Sung Cho Lee throw us out into the street.
I do realize that, Grant.
You know, Gregory, I really think you ought to meet with Scorpio. You could impress upon him the urgency of the situation. Let him know that...
I'll let him know where to deliver that microfilm when he has it. Nothing more.
And if we're forced out of here?
Then we shall leave, even if it means we leave with 3 dead bodies. Yes?
The hostages want a doctor for Spencer.
What for?
I didn't ask. He appeared to have lost consciousness.
He's just out of luck, isn't he? We're certainly not going to bring in a doctor for him.
No, it's no problem. I'll take a look at him. I won't be long.
Grant, I'll go with you. I'm curious to see just how serious this really is.
Well, what about Scorpio?
I'll let him stew. Sooner or later he'll crack, and then he's ours.
So Gregory didn't buy it.
Not a part of it. Rejected the whole thing straight out.
Well, I'm not surprised. Was a good idea, though.
For all the good it did.
You want me to get you something?
My wife.
Honey, I wish I could.
Now, this is strange.
Look, you don't have to tell me.
No, I mean the way I feel.
How's that?
I spent the major part of my life dedicated to furthering the interests of number 1. Dedicated myself to taking care of me.
And now?
Oh, look at me. I'm coming unglued.
So what's made the difference?
Holly. She's changed it all. She's, made me whole. It's as if she completed something in me that had been missing. For as long as I can remember.
You didn't do so badly before you met her, you know.
Yeah, I thought so, too. Before I got to know her. Now all the running around, the wild times, the adventure. counts for nothing up against the time I've spent with her.
I think you've got it bad.
I'm going to lose her.
I don't want you to think that.
Connie, I know it. I don't know what I'm going to do if they've killed her. Holly's dead.
What's his problem?
Grant,
I'm busy.
Grant, I want you to know that I still care about you. I can't help it. Grant?
Open up, Luke. Listen, I'm trying to examine your friend. Now, would you leave me alone?
But I love you.
Tell me exactly what you feel, Luke.
Cramps, headache, nausea. Like my insides want a life of their own. General depression.
What do you think, Grant?
All right. I don't know. It's really very hard to say. It could be any number of things. It could be a stomach virus. It could be a concussion. I really can't tell you without some more sophisticated testing.
No, if he survives, that's fine. If not, we'll just have to make do with one less hostage. In the long run, it really doesn't matter, does it?
No.
Let's go, then.
Not in the least.
See, I told you it wouldn't work.
Wait a minute. We still don't know, Celia.
How much more proof do you need?
Oh, look, that didn't work. We gotta get him alone again. We gotta reserve our judgment until then. Really, reserve it. See what Sweet and Sour are up to.
That's a marvelous statue. Did you take it out to be cleaned?
No, the Buddha leaves this room only for the procession.
Procession? Oh, you mean like a parade?
Yes, every day.
But that's really exciting. I'd love to see that.
It begins here and winds through the exposition, afternoons at 4.
Tea time.
Pardon?
I'm English. We always take tea at that time.
Most of us leave for the procession at that time.
Anything else you want to know?
Yeah. How did you get so good?
Practice.
Well, I think you may have given me an idea.
Well, I hope it has something to do with us getting out of here.
It could be. I just could have an idea.